is for me. She like hit it for me.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. How are y'all doing today? I want to know down in the comments below. Let me know how your day's been. How's your day going? What's your mood today, sis? Let me know. So in today's video, as seen in the title, I'm going to be talking about how we're going to stop sleeping on ourselves. Yeah, we're going to stop sleeping on ourselves come 2023, baby. We're going to focus on ourselves and get our things right. Period. Not only that, I'm going to show y'all how I got this beautiful color. I slayed this install, girl. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the video. This is so fucking weird. Oh my god. I feel excited, you know, because of the topic of this conversation, of this video, the topic of me just, girl, let's just get into it. So this year, really, I'm taking the time to really focus on myself and really put myself first. And I know some of y'all are like, might be like, well, duh, girl, put yourself first, duh. But somebody who's not used to putting themselves first, it's kind of hard. Like, and I know people talk about how hard that is, but it's really hard because I am an empath. So I care for others before myself. Really, I put others before myself a lot of times. And I've seen and I've learned that, like, that gets me nowhere. I'll make them a priority, but I also want that in return, but I don't get it. So yeah, we're not doing that. This whole new lifestyle that I'm getting into is me stop sleeping on myself, stop putting myself last, stop all of that. What are we holding ourselves back for? We keep holding ourselves back for, and you know, let me speak for me. I keep making excuses, or I kept making excuses as to why I can't do this, or why I should just hold off on this, or I'm gonna just help them with their stuff and then my stuff will come later, da-da-da. No more. No more of that. I'm tired. Look, girl, I'm tired. So yeah, everything that I use will be listed down below. Baby hair care products, if I don't show them like a little YouTube, no, let me stop, for real. But everything will be listed down below, everything that I'm using, so you won't have to wonder. I don't gatekeep, baby. I'll let you know what it is. Let's go ahead and get through this install. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this because it's just gonna be me spraying it down and stuff. I already showed you how I colored it, and I showed you how I installed on my first short, y'all. But no, seriously, I already showed you how, like, I'm just gonna spray the edges, and then I'm gonna come back when it's time for me to do my baby hairs.
Yes, all you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so, 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 so. You make me so, 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 so. You make me so, 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 so. You make me so, 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 so.
Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, you know, sleeping on yourself, girl, for what? The type of person that I am, I'm very selfless. I will make sure you're good before I make sure I'm good, all right? So it's like me being that type of person, I'm easily used and abused. So me noticing that now, it's like, okay, yeah, no more. We're not putting up with that type of stuff anymore. Sleeping on yourself and like putting yourself aside while you go and help others. Well, while I go and help others has gotten me nowhere. It does not work out. It doesn't work out. And I'm meaning in this in like relationships, obviously red flags, but after a while, after you know, encountered so many people who have used you and, you know, don't return any of the type of energy that you give, and it's good energy. And I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, I'm the greatest person in the world. No, I'm not. But I do realize that I was a better person to you than you were to me. I see that as a very, very big issue. Now with dating, it's harder to find, for me, it's harder for me to find people who are genuine. You know, so like me, I know casual dating is not for me. I know that off rip. I'm not built for that. I date intentionally, and I date people who I feel like I see a future with. I see potential in you, you know? And then that's one of my issues as well. I fall for the potential that I see in people and not for what they actually show me. So I find myself in a lot of trouble with that. No one dates to marry anymore. They just date you for the time being until they get bored and then they move on. It's so weird to me. Or they'll want the whole components of a relationship, but then once you start talking about like actually having a title and actually, you know, making something of this, it's like, whoa, hold on. I ain't signed up for that. It's like, but what? I've also ran into a lot of people who focus more so connections on time. Realistically, time does not matter, because people, they get married in like 2 months and then their marriage is successful. Or like they get together in 2 months and it's very, very successful. Like, to me, time doesn't matter. If me and you both decide that, hey, we like each other, we want the same thing from each other, what are we waiting on? And I'm not sitting here saying, because I got that a lot, that, oh, you're trying to rush into stuff. No. I'm not saying we need to get into a relationship right now, but I'm also not sitting here saying that I'm finna sit here and wait and play the waiting game. The whole reason I brought up the whole dating and stuff is because while dating, this is when I realized, like, I'm always putting myself last. And they very rarely put me as a priority, which is one of the things that I need, or one of the things that I prefer. You know, like, everybody wants to feel like they're special. I shouldn't be around anybody where I don't feel special, or where my presence is not appreciated, or where I'm just not appreciated. You can go without me. I'm replaceable to you. And what's crazy, the last person that I was talking to didn't say those words directly. However, she did say that anybody in her life is replaceable. She'll downplay what we were doing, or switch out words and be like, oh, this and this is the same thing. Like, she'll say, talking and messing around is the same thing. It is not. That's not the same thing, sweetheart. And you know that. Don't play with me. And that might be a story time. Seriously. That whole night was a mess. When I say stop sleeping on yourself, seriously, I mean it. Because realistically, I should have been started YouTube. I should have been putting up videos since I was in college. I haven't been in college since 2020. Actually, let me tell y'all, when the first time I started sitting down and recording a video was May 15th, 2020. And that was the day I had graduated from college, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was the day I had graduated from college, girl. I've been putting this off for 3 years, maybe even more, because while I was in college, people were telling me, hey, you need to start a YouTube, you know, da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I did go on Snapchat. There's a Snapchat account that used to let you, like, take over. You used to do, like, makeup on it and stuff. I've done it before. I might insert some clips of the looks that I've done, but other than that, I will put it off like, oh, well, This sounds so sad. I blamed it on my weight. I said, okay, well, let's put it off until we lose weight, right? Which, by the way, there was nothing wrong with my weight. My weight was not stopping me from sitting down making videos about makeup. I want something better for myself. Like the job that I have, I'm not gonna work here forever. Where I'm living at, I'm not gonna live here forever. There's dreams that I have, and it's like, okay, so when is the time? When am I going to put that into play? There's never going to be a right time. No matter how much you want to try to put things off. I started to force myself, like, if there's something that I'm scared to do it. Like, I'm scared to post because I was one of my reasons was I was scared of, like, how people were going to receive me, if people were going to, like, even support me. Like, the people that I have on Facebook, were they going to support me and stuff? And it's just like,
who cares?
Who cares? If this is something, if it's anything that you want to do, something that you know that's going to make you happy, your outlet, your creative outlet, whatever it is, do it. Support yourself, babes. Support yourself. Put yourself first. Put how you feel first. Forget how everybody else feels. Forget how, for a moment, forget how everybody else may feel about you putting something out, but don't be disrespectful now. Don't do that. I just started envisioning what I wanted for myself, what I wanted for my future. Girl, I've learned so much about myself, and it's ridiculous. And when people tell you to, like, take time to yourself, to learn yourself, it may suck because you may want somebody there with you, somebody to go out and all that stuff, but it's needed for growth, personal growth. And you're going to look back and thank yourself for even doing it. Like, the things that I do not like, the things that annoy me, the things that I love, the things that I want the most from a partner, the things, like, it's time for me to be selfish, and I have to meet somebody who's not really naturally like that. I have to force myself to be like that, and it sucks. When you start setting boundaries and sticking to them, you're going to lose a lot of people, because a lot of people that were around you are used to pushing you over, or used to, like, doing whatever they can. So the minute you start putting your foot down, they're gonna be like, oh, you changed, oh, you switched up. No, you're not gonna keep playing me, bitch. And it's dating now is very irritating, especially when your intentions are pure and other people have ulterior motives. But that's something that you have to learn and pick up on, and something that you have to clock, you know? And people now, they didn't perfect this act because they've done it on so many people. And I was talking to my daddy yesterday, and he was like, you have to stop showing people so much love so quick. I'm such a loving and caring person. Might be a little spicy. Bonus points if y'all can guess what sign I am. I am a loving and caring person, so to restrict myself from showing love to people so early on and having to wait for them to show me that love before I start reciprocating. So to keep myself from, you know, giving out love so quick, so early on would be good, but it's just, it's hard. You also have to think, like, do people even deserve that from you? You know? So this year, it's just a bunch of thinking differently, seeing things differently, you know, thinking more so before even doing anything with anybody. Everybody doesn't deserve you. And I had to learn that the hard way as well. Like, everybody does not deserve you. Everybody doesn't deserve the type of love that you give. Everybody doesn't deserve destiny. When it comes to people showing you who they are, girl, believe them. Believe them. Look at how people treat you. Look at how people talk to you, you know? And when people, you know, you hear how they speak, just in general. Listen to how they speak. You'll pick up on so much about a person based off of how they speak. You'll pick up so much. You'll be like, okay, if they're talking to their friends in that way, what, you think they ain't gonna try to talk to you that way too? I'm one of those people who hate being alone, who hated being alone, who hated, you know, being single. I used to hop from relationship, and then I realized, okay, that's not helping me. I never took a whole year off just to myself, because there will always be somebody who just came, and I'm like, okay, cool, maybe because since I'm such a hopeless romantic, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is the person. Girl, no. Girl, that was a test. Every time, a test. And God is looking at me like, I thought you said you wanted to do better. Every time. And it's okay. God love me. It's okay. I might have been ready for relationships, but there's still things that I need to work on. Because I'm not finna sit here and play and act like, oh, I'm so perfect. Because I'm not. I have things that I work on. I come with a little baggage. I won't even say baggage. It's like trauma, like past things that I've dealt with that still hurt. As a person, you have to learn to not only let that thing go, but just look. I say it all the time. I am a work in progress, because I am. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to sit here and act like that I was perfect, because I know that would be straight kill. Relationships, you know, it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be to the point where arguing about the things that we need, or there's always an issue about me saying something about something that I don't like, or something that I feel is maybe an issue down the line. So I want to bring it up now. Just go ahead and nip it in the bud, you know? I don't feel like that should be an issue. Just like it's a safe place for them to as well come to me and be like, hey, Destiny, I don't like it when you do this and this and this. Okay, cool. You know? And I feel like a lot of people, when they talk to people, they're not willing to compromise anything. They're just like, well, this is how I am, so deal with it. No. Girl, if they're telling you, hey, this kind of bothers me when you do this, and you're just going to tell them, oh, well, deal with it. Well, this is just me. It's one of the main reasons why I'm choosing to stay single right now. Because there are things that I want in a relationship, or things that I want from my partner, girl or boy, that I'm not willing to compromise on. I respect, to feel appreciated, you know, to feel like, not even feel like, to be a priority to you.
I need that.
I'm not compromising on that.
Yes, all you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. You make me so. You make me so.
And one thing that I wanted to, you know, bring to my channel, and one thing I just wanted to share with people, is the act of self-care. So for one, get to know yourself. For two, take time for yourself and rejuvenate. When you start taking care of yourself, you start looking good. When you start looking good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you feel like you can do anything, because you can. Right now, I'm taking time for me, like getting me right, doing things that Destiny wants to do without thinking of, you know, trying to be with somebody, or who's going to come next, who's going to be the next person I talk to. I'm not even worried, because realistically, they're going to come. You're not meant to be in everybody's life. And everybody's not meant to be in yours. If people want to leave out of your life, let them. There's no need for you to try to beg. There's no need for you to try to convince them why they should stay. Go do what it is that you want to do. Nobody's stopping you but yourself.
Yes, all you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Don't deny what you feel, let me address you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so.
Don't be afraid to put yourself first. Don't feel bad for putting yourself first. And don't apologize for putting yourself first. If anybody gets mad at you for putting yourself first, do not mind cutting people off. I hope that the message didn't get lost and didn't seem like I'm just rambling, but seriously, stop sleeping on yourself. Now let's get to these baby hairs. Take time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself. Stop sleeping on yourself, because sleeping on yourself for what? What exactly are you waiting for? There's, like I said, there's never going to be a perfect time. I've been contemplating doing YouTube or making videos and doing makeup before 2020. It wasn't until 2020 that I sat down and made a video, and I never posted it. I don't even think I even edited it, because I've had so many excuses. There's no more excuses. There's no more reasons to put off anything. There's no more reasons to hold back. There's not, for what? For what? The more time that you take to hold back and not do what it is that you want to do for yourself, the longer it's going to take for you to get to where you want to be. Scary, yes, but you'll be fine. And best believe I'm practicing what I preach, because, yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with starting over. There's nothing wrong with taking chances on yourself. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. That was the main message. So I really hope that didn't get lost. But yeah, everything else will fall into place. Do what it is that you want to do for yourself. Forget what everybody else thinks. Take the negative out your mind. Don't worry about whether or not anybody is going to support it or whatever. If it's something that makes you happy, do it. Nobody's stopping you but yourself. It doesn't matter if you know what you're doing right now, neither. You can always learn during the way. Just start. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just start. Baby, just start. Oh, me. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you thought about something. I hope I inspired you. I hope all of that. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Like I said, everything will be listed down below as well. Work on yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't be afraid to do things for you. Okay? And that's it. Alright.
Give me a wig.
I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh my God, stop.